doing the intro.
Okay.
Play the music. So, where we last left off, you all continue to do various jobs around the fort and to get money or whatever else you all desire. You all heard tale of strange statues in the nearby forest. You didn't hear much more information than that, but you all trekked over to the forest using your new wagon with 2 horses to make travel a little bit easier. Traveling over to the forest, you found these strange statues, and upon examining them and seeing how realistic they were, you realized this was some creature that could turn people to stone, and you realized shortly after that that it was in fact a basilisk as it attacked you. During the fight, some of you began to slowly turn to stone as the basilisk gazed at you, and Nando, in fact, turned completely to stone. But the basilisk was defeated, and the blood was a cure for turning people back to normal. Nando returned back to his normal self, and after a few good rolls, you got a little bit more basilisk blood out of the body, and saved a person who had been turned to stone a bit more recently than the other individuals. You'll return back to camp, or fort, get a little bit of rest, a little bit of shopping, and begin to head south to your next job, where you heard that there were strange lights drifting in the swamp. You all begin to travel through the swamp, abandoning your wagon and horses as you did so to make travel a bit easier, ironically enough. Traveling along the lights, you all reached a small, weird hut that seemed a little bit off. You quietly approached, using the shadows that Cersei could conjure to provide cover. You guys got closer and closer. Runa popped in, had a unproductive conversation with an individual inside, a very, very old woman with like traditional witch attire. Well, then joined her, bursting inside, being offered tea by this strange woman. Those of you who drank it saw the illusion fade and a much younger woman appear. Well, some of you didn't, refusing to drink tea from this strange figure. You were told by this, I believe her name was Verissa, about several elemental creatures in the area that she needed in order to be no longer bound from this place, having put some sort of enchantment that would bind her here, but also prevent any divination magic from finding out more information about her. To ask you to slay these elemental creatures and bring back their essences. You did. You encountered a water elemental before you came here. And now there are 3 more creatures that you must slay in order to free this witch and potentially receive some sort of reward. That being said, you are now outside of the witch's home. What would you like to do?
We had general ideas of where we might be able to find the next ones, right?
Vaguely. She pointed to several directions in the swamp of where they could be. But you'd have to do most of the tracking by yourself. But she said it wouldn't be too hard.
I still don't trust her vibe, but I figure we might as well start heading out and looking for another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say, go ahead and everyone give me survival checks. You guys are not good at. Luckily, the DC is not
So-
too high.
So good at survival.
4. 18, 19 is good. I'll roll 4. Runa as well. 17, wow. You guys look over the swamp, just trying to examine anything, looking for any tracks or anything. You do notice a few things. Off in the distance, I'll say everyone except for Mariah sees this. There's like a low-lying cloud, which could be indicative of a air elemental. It's a bit difficult to see at this distance. It just seems to be like a cloud that is a bit lower than the others, a bit unnaturally low. You also see like a bit of like light, like firelight, far off in the distance. It would take you a while to get there, and you don't see any traces of any, like an earth elemental.
That's cloud is pretty strange. I say we head in that direction.
Worth checking out.
I don't see why not.
Guys, go ahead and head off in that direction. It's not too far away. So I'll say after about like a half day of travel, moving through the swamps, it's a bit slow. It's not too far away, but you guys have to trek through a lot of mud to get there. Getting closer and closer to this cloud, it's maybe like a few 100 feet off the ground, compared to thousands for like a normal cloud. As you get closer and closer, you see like a bit of like fog surrounding the area. You see a more condensed like area of fog towards the center of this area that you guys have now approached. I'll say everyone give me perception checks. Runa got a 24. You guys approach slowly, looking out. You see bits of electricity like dance through the air as it like goes from like bit of fog to bit of fog. You get closer and closer to this more condensed area. You notice like on the ground there's like a bit of like a deeper area of water. It's a bit hard to see in this fog. But as you approach, you do see like a very condensed version of this fog. It's a cloud pretty much. You could recognize this is probably an air elemental, and that's where the source of the electricity is coming from.
This was in like the low to the ground fog and not the above ground cloud, right?
Yeah, it was in the low to the ground.
Okay, how close are we to this thing?
How close do you want to get?
Good question. I'm kind of wondering if it theoretically could be possible to like suss out the core of it and just like snatch it. Probably not gonna work and probably gonna get me electrocuted, but I am curious.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana or a Nature check.
Okay. Good Arcana.
15. I'll say you're not sure if that's possible or not.
I want to give it a shot.
There is like a bit of water in between you and the air elemental, so it might be hard to get there.
You know, I'll give it a shot. I will try and get a bit low to the ground and sneak up.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. Give me a stealth check and give me an athletics check to try and get through the water.
Okay. Stealth regarding armor check penalty. Did we land on something for that last time?
I did not check, even though I said I would. I lied. I'm gonna say probably no check penalty, but I will check right now to be honest.
Okay. Okay, I'll wait for a second.
If you meet the armor strength threshold, you don't take this penalty.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. Not gonna matter much anyway.
Yeah, it does not matter much. You, Mirais, try and slowly, quietly approach. Give me an athletics check just for fun.
Okay.
Okay, you're good on that. I'll say you get pretty close, like you get to the water, like step in the water and you splash a bit, and then the air elemental, like you see like a bit of the electricity begin to build up as it hears you do so, and is going to move to attack. I'm going to need everyone to roll for initiative. Okay.
Oh.
Luckily, Mirais, you are first.
Right. Okay, first things first, exploit vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
As always, gotta use my dirty little tricks.
Let me-
16.
That will not succeed.
Okay. Bit too worried about getting shocked while in water.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will take an action to stride. Will it take extra movement to get across the water?
Yeah, it'll be difficult movement. So,
Okay, gotcha. So that would presumably be 10, 20. Okay, so that's as far as I think I could get with one movement.
I believe so, yeah.
Shit, I don't want to be in the water anymore, so I will continue, and that'll be 10.
Good. Music.
That'll be, I think, 20 and then 25.
That'll work. Okay, that'll be your turn, I believe. These directions. Cersei.
Be right back. 1 second.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna check a phase bolt at it.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that well, it wouldn't hit. You would not be in range for that, I believe. Yeah, it's 60 feet. Phase bolt is 30.
I have reach spell.
You do have reach spell. So you could have done that with your full turn. Natural one is not going to hit though.
Yeah.
It'll be your turn. Runa. She is going to cast Mystic Armor herself. And then she's going to move forward. That'll be her turn. And it is the Air Elemental's turn. Suppose it will strike Carrion. I mean, not Carrion. Carrion is dead.
Oh no, not carrying.
No, don't hit Carrion.
Somehow hits Carrion's purified corpse. It's like 10 miles from here.
Let's just... You just see this bolt of electricity shoot the other direction. I need Mirais to make a fortitude saving throw. I'll give him a minute. What's it? I'll just roll for Mirais. I don't like doing it usually, but failure. I believe it is only 1 point of lightning damage as a bolt of electricity shoots towards Mirais, landing in the ground, but it's mostly absorbed by the ground. But it does seem to like shoot out like a large burst of sound around it. That didn't affect anyone, but it could in the future. And Mirais is also deafened for 1 round. Second bit of movement is going to move away a little bit. And no.
Just checking, is like, do we have like normal visibility because of the fog and?
Yeah, you do, but it would be easier to hide if you wish to do that.
I see. Okay, I'm at 10 feet of movement. Cause I switch shields. Can I? Is my other shield broken?
We could say you tried to repair it beforehand if you want to do a crafting check.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you can do that. I was
Okay.
saying it was like retroactive. That will succeed. And then it's not
Okay.
broken anymore. You could have used that.
Alright. Then okay. I'm gonna stride I think I have to
Yeah, you'd have to.
stride again.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, one more action.
I'll just raise shield.
Okay. Sounds good. It is Mirais' turn.
Hey, I am deafened.
You are.
Damn.
Yeah. You took 1 point of lightning damage.
That's fine. I don't need hearing anyways. If I take this movement, it would go like through the edge of the water here. Would that be difficult terrain?
You would be at. Yeah, it would be.
Okay, gotcha. 5 feet there, and then 20 feet there. Dang. So I'll go for another exploit vulnerability.
Okay. That will succeed. You know it is weak to nothing, but you still get personal antithesis.
Okay, gotcha. Alright. I take another action, move closer to it to actually maintain that.
Okay. And that'll be your turn.
Yep.
Cersei.
Uh, Hold on, I'm pulling up my summons.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We summon undead.
Mm-hmm.
Do advanced Mr. Bones this time. Skeletal soldier.
Mr. Bones has also leveled up.
Yes.
Then I believe Mr. Bones also gets 2 actions from that.
It will spend both of them shooting its longbow.
Okay. That will not hit. That will not hit as well. 2 arrows just go right through it. It's made mostly of air, and it's a bit hard to tell what's the fog and what's the air. Sails right through. Not doing anything. We did summon it for later turns. That'll be it. Runes go. Runa. And her whole turn getting there. Or 1 action getting there. Then she's going to do this. She's going to teleconnect projectile, gathering a bit of mud and shooting it at this creature. 19 will not hit. A few bits of mud sail right through it. Seems to be very, very hard to hit. Almost incorporeal. That'll be her turn. The air elemental is going to shoot a lightning bolt at you, Carrion. Why do I keep saying Carrion today? I said Carrion when you weren't here. Mirage.
Our spirit lives on.
19 will not hit, just barely. Shoots a bit of electricity. You're anticipating it this time. Also, you're no longer deafened. You like dodge out of the way as it sinks into the mud. It's going to turn around and push Nando back using a gust action or attempt to. Does not succeed. Air just sort of like goes right over you, Nando. Not doing much. Last action, try one more thunderbolt or lightning bolt. Does not succeed. Nando, your turn. I believe only 1 point of damage has been done this combat so far.
Nice. Alright. Gonna... Oh. Yes, I will... Nando will taunt this creature. Banging on his shield. And then use defensive advance. So.
Okay. Get a free strike for that and ray shield. Critical miss, unfortunately. You go ahead, move forward, slamming as you do so, goes right through the fog, but you do raise your shield. That will be your turn, Mirage.
Yeah. First strike, rapier against it. I believe we are flanking.
Mm-hmm. That will not hit even with flanking.
Dang, okay. You know what, fuck it, just do all 3 against it, why not? See if I can get something. Not gonna hit.
Nope. Third action, even less. 3 strikes right through the fog, sailing right through it. It's very tough to hit, even with flanking.
It's like I'm trying to hit air.
Mm-hmm. It's exactly like that. Cersei.
Here I go to do the thing I do every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose I don't have anything to do with my actual turn, so I'm just going to put up Mystic Armor.
Okay.
Sustain summon. It will shoot twice once more.
Go for it. That will hit.
Finally.
7 points of damage. You see an arrow like shoot right into the core of this air elemental. Seems a little hurt by a bit of it wisps off. You have one more action. For Mr. Bones.
Me when I accidentally make that damage myself. Oops.
Let me do this. 19 will not hit.
Unfortunate.
Shoot 2 arrows, 1 manages to get a good hit in. And that, it is the end of your turn. Or no. Let me see. She is going to guess a spell last turn. She's going to use Unleash Psyche. And I applied it twice. And then she's going to do Telekinetic Projectile. Shooting at it. Bit of mud. Shall not hit. Unfortunately. That's her turn. It is this fella's turn. You see Air Elemental is going to summon a giant bolt of lightning from the air, slamming it down, hitting all 3 of you, including the Air Elemental itself. I need you both to make, Nando and Mariah, to make or do saving throws.
Got it.
Natural 1 from Nando, success from Mirage. Oh no. A devastating 6 points of damage to you, Nando. And I believe 1 point of damage to you, Mirage, again. And Nando, you are deafened for 3 rounds. As you see, as like all this, like this giant bolt of electricity strikes you all, and like your ears begin to ring a little bit. You actually take a little bit more damage than I forgot about. Roll that. And you take 8 points of damage as your ears begin to ring, and you take a little bit of damage from that. Bryce, you're fine. It has 1 more action. Going to try and push you with the air. And will succeed. You're sort of buffeted by the air surrounding you. Bit of like stone and mud chips at your skin. And you're hurt for 9 points of damage. That is your turn.
I will. I'll just taunt again.
Okay. Speaking of which, it would be off guard because of its last attack.
Okay, yeah. And I'll go for a strike.
That will hit. 5 points of damage to it. You swing your warhammer at it, colliding for a good bit of damage. Like, hit some solid object that's like inside of the air elemental. You could reasonably guess it is the object that you're looking for.
Suppose I would just raise shield.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, you need a taunt too. How about that? Rise your turn.
I think I just got a fucking kill.
18 will not hit, unfortunately.
It is flanking.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah, even with flanking.
okay? Just making sure.
Yeah.
Go again. Fuck.
Natural 1.
Yeah, I'll give it another shot for now.
A 0. You're just flailing wildly with your rapier, cutting through as much fog as you can. You're doing a lot of damage to the fog. But the fog is not the enemy.
Fog never knew what hit it.
Cersei, your turn.
Sustain spell. The thing is going to shoot twice.
Okay. That will definitely hit. And that one will not hit. Roll for damage. 5 points of damage. Mr. Bones shoots an arrow right at the solid center of this air elemental. Dealing a good bit of damage to it.
I will take a few steps forward and put up glass shield.
Okay.
That is all.
Runa. Runa is going to... give me 1 second. Sorry about that. She's going to move forward a bit. You can move here. She's going to cast Concord Inquire. Gathering a bit of energy around her, she's going to send a bit of noise at this creature with 2 actions. It's going to angle it so it doesn't have Nando and Rise. And it succeeds on Fortitude saving throw, but takes half damage. About 3 points of damage. See a burst of energy like dissipates some of the fog surrounding her, surrounding the air elemental, and dissipates it just a little bit more. That will be her turn. The air elemental is going to back up a little bit, floating over your head, Mirage. It's going to take 2 lightning bolt attacks on Nando. Natural 1. And a 25, that will hit. That was right. 5 points of electricity damage to you, Nando, as it arcs through your shield into your body, electrifying you a good bit. And that'll be its turn, Nando.
Yay. Nando kind of says, "Don't run away," but he can't even hear himself. I will haunt this creature once again.
Okay.
Oh. And then I will defensively advanced on it.
Okay. Move forward, raising your shield to get a strike. Go for it. Yeah, will hit. Roll for damage. 8 points of damage. Pretty good. You slam down on it, sort of like raising, jumping up as you do so, hitting its solid center. It's beginning to look a little hurt. It'll be your turn. Rise, your go.
Has it been more than 24 hours since I last tried to use battle medicine on Mando?
I think so.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I did in the water elemental one, but I don't think I did.
I don't
know.
I don't remember. As you probably did, it's fine.
Okay, I will take an action to move up close. I'll do a quick battle medicine because I've seen him get shocked by lightning far too many times.
That will succeed. 2d8.
Gotcha.
5 points of healing to you, Nando. You clean up some of his burn wounds from the electricity. And you have, I believe, one more action.
Yeah, I'll take it to try and strike at the elemental again. Hoping to actually hit it in its core.
That will just not hit.
Damn, okay.
You go for a strike and you know where its core is. You go for the strike and you just barely miss it. And that will be your turn. Cersei.
2 shots from the skeleton.
Both of those will miss. They sail right on by. A bit further away, so it's a little harder to aim. Got 2 actions yourself.
I think I have enough movement to cross this water.
Yeah, I'll say it takes like 1 action across.
I will re-up glass shield.
Okay.
That is all.
And do that. Runa's turn. Runa is like, you can see her head begins to like hurt a little bit. She like grabs it as her unleashed psyche comes to an end. But she's still able to do stuff. Yeah. One second while I check this. Okay. She is going to then try and warp the area around this creature, casting Void Warp. Rolling a Fortitude saving throw for it. It succeeds, but takes half damage. She rolled well, so 4 points of damage to it as she wraps the energy around it, taking away some of the air that is composing this creature. Her turn is over. Oh, no, she has one more action. She'll move over here. That's his turn. Lightning bolt to Nando. 23 will just hit. 10 points of electricity damage arcs through your body, Nando. As you like feel more of these burns appear across your body, and is going to try and push you with its air, and it does not succeed. You'll do. Oh, that definitely won't succeed. It'll try one more time though. Does not succeed. And your turn.
Okay. I will. I'm not going to continue my taunting
Mm-hmm.
for the moment. I'll go for a strike.
Okay, that will not succeed. Go for a strike, not hitting. 2 more actions, so.
I guess I'll try to do another strike.
That will
Wow.
definitely not succeed. Have one more action on.
Alright, that's fine. Raise strike, raise shield.
That's your turn, Mirage.
Try and kill it again.
Mm-hmm. That will not hit.
Ooh. At least one.
That will hit.
Finally, thank God, we got one.
For 6 points of damage plus a little bit for personal antithesis. I believe it's an extra 3 points.
Yep.
It's beginning to occur. You managed to get one more strike in right at center, and it is looking pretty hurt. Yeah, one more action.
Gotcha. Not sure if there's anything I really can do besides trying to strike at it, so. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a nat 20 on the last one.
Maybe you do not.
Nope.
It's your turn, Cersei.
All right. 2 shots from the skeleton.
Mm-hmm. That will not hit. That will not hit. 2 really close shots, just barely missing. You yourself have 2 actions.
I am finally within range to face bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That will hit. Roll for damage. 11 points of damage. You chuck a bit of energy at it, sinking right into its core. A lot of energy is now leaking from it. It's looking real rough.
And that is all.
Okay. Runa's turn. He is going to again cast Void Warp. Roll this. See if she does not. You see, she like grabs her head in pain as the as unleashing her psyche put a mental toll on her, and she's unable to get the spell off. She does have one more action, which I don't know what she can do. I guess she will recall knowledge. But she does not succeed at. Okay. You see the air elemental is going to gather for one final burst of energy. I need Nando, Mirais, and Runa to make fortitude saving throws.
Right.
That is a success from everyone, so you take half damage. Nando, you take 1 point of electricity damage. I'm rolling terribly for that damage. But everyone else, I believe including Nando, takes 1 point of sonic damage as I rolled 2 6s on this.
Damn.
One weak, pathetic final bit of electricity shoots down on the ground. And you guys are all fine. And no.
All right. Try to take down this creature.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
Uh-oh. I think I'll taunt it again, just so hopefully someone gets it this go.
Mm-hmm. You have one more action.
Raise shield.
Okay. Rise.
You know what? Take a move action to get around it here
Mm-hmm.
and make a couple strikes against it.
That will not hit. That will hit because of flanking.
Nice. Great. And then +3.
How do you want to do this?
So after this whole time, just kind of like slashing at air, like Mariah is finally used to the fog. Their eyes are kind of adjusted, and they just see that crystal moving at the center and like poise for it and strike directly at it.
Striking right through it, you manage to knock the crystal out of its form, tumbles to the ground. The air elemental dissipates as you do so. And the fight is over.
Woo.
Okay, you see the small, it's like, it's a bit paler than the other crystal you found, but it seems to be a similar shape and form. Not too different from the other version.
Scoop that up, put it in a bag.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and do that. Now, I will ask you all the question, considering we do not have Vanessa. Would you guys like to continue to other encounters, or would you guys want to call it now? Because I don't want to have too much happen without her.
There is, given our usual pace, a real chance that if we continue without her, we're going to finish this entire quest line without her, and I'd really rather not do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that.
Okay. So it's a very short session. I think we do call it now.
That's fair.
Okay.
He
That's good.
hasn't.
I also don't mind that because I have family visiting and I do have to actually be present for seeing them off.
Yeah.
And I'm also a little sick, which sucks.
I may have also had to leave a little bit earlier anyway, so it all works out.
Yeah, very fair.
I don't know if we'll be able to do a session next week because of Christmas and stuff, but I will try my best. If you guys are able
Okay.
to. Okay.
I should be able to, but yeah, keep us posted.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. See you guys whenever.